Okay, so got a target to come up here. It's low, 12. It's a better signal than the other one, so I'm going to redo that plug hole. So we're sure it's there. We can pinpoint it to check if you want, but by going across it, I can tell it's in that spot. So we know it's there. It's quite deep. It could still be iron down deep on the low numbers, but I'm not getting an iron grunt. So we're going to plunge in. It's a bit harder here. I'm going to trace around the hole, digging out a horseshoe. And this is how I do every hole. I mean, the only time it varies other than that is if you're digging a ploughed field, you know. Then you can dig out what you like, as long as you still fill it back in, because it's hard to dig a plug in a ploughed field. But on pasture, whatever you want to call it. So I think there's still iron out. That's saying it's there now. It's moved. It's in the edge. The signal moved. So the ground's very wet. It's been frozen. You can sometimes get signals that come up a bit iffy. As long as you make sure when you're done, it looks like you wasn't there. You don't make a mess. It's out. So it was in the edge of my hole. So even though I found where it was, and I was happy where it was, and I pinpointed it, and it said where it was slightly to one side. Now that's going to happen sometimes. But how you deal with it? So what I've done is I've taken a nice neat plug out the side of my hole. Right. Turn your pinpointer on, let it calibrate. Dip me in this side. Now, I'm expecting this to be rubbish. Is that it? Look, bit of foil. Yeah, it's there. Look. Now, although this is junk by the looks of it, it's what I thought it was. Yeah, I think it's a bit of foil can, like aluminium can or something. Some sort of foily rubbish. That could have easily been a cut quarter of a hammered coin or something. You know, you just don't know. You know, unless you dig it out. It is what I thought it was. It was giving a good signal, but a low one. You know, and for me that's usually foil. So I was right. It was foil, foily canny sort of material. But I want to show you a few times how I dig holes. Now this wasn't my best hole. I mucked up, it was in the side. But I dug out this clump here, so I'm going to put that back where it come from. I'm going to put that back down over as well, where that come from. So let's fold it all back in and make it so it looks neat. So that all come out the side there. So we'll press that back in the side, flip me clod over. It looks a mess, doesn't it? I mean, some people literally just do that, flip the clod back over and call that done. No. So I'm going to press down the centre of the clod. It squeegees out into the hole. Then I'm going to work the seams. And I'm going to push that down. Sometimes you'll see a little ring. That is acceptable, as long as it's solid and an animal ain't going to come down and pull it out. You know, someone's going to trip over it. But what I like to do is go right round the edge, and I'm going to squeeze the ground around the hole back towards the plug, so that you're packing it in tight. Go back over it, make sure you're happy. I mean, I'm turning this to a muddy bog because that's what the ground's like. But I mean, to be fair, if you look at the rest of it, you wouldn't know I dug a hole there, and that's what I'm looking for. As long as that's filled, it's firm, it's not going to come out, no one's going to trip down it, and I've done my job properly, then, you know, anyone walking along over this field, you wouldn't know there was a hole there. You just think it's another little muddy patch, just like loads of other patches on the field, and that's acceptable. So it's really easy, guys. So if you're a beginner and you don't know how to dig a clod, hopefully that helps you. And yeah, good luck, have fun. Bye for now.